Hi guys, I'm getting myself together. I'm a little late. Time got ahead of me. I was doing some work and then I deleted everything by accident. So, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome to the Conservative 4 Mistress Minutes. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see. Oh, I did it. Hi guys. Can you guys see me? I know somebody had wrote me and said, "What is this? All this, um, this new lighting?" Hey, hey. Um, Listen. I don't have to. This is why it's Periscope. It's live, and I can do what I want to do. I don't have to have bright lighting. As long as you can hear my voice, that's what matters. Tonight, what we're gonna be. Oh Lord, now y'all know I'm supposed to be talking about marriages and shit. Somebody just asked me if they should accept their son for being transgender. This is my thing to you. That's still the seed that you made, right? That's what came out of you. Why wouldn't you accept it? People have to understand real quick. Parents, you guys have to understand that when you reject your kids or when you reject anything that they do, you're rejecting yourself because you make them motherfuckers. Just like my kids. Let me tell y'all something. I know my kids to a T. And sometimes when they do things, I just be like, I did that. I know I did that when I was little. You know, I wasn't a bad kid, but I needed to be free. So I see a lot of that in my little son because he's very active. So what would it be for me to keep him in the house? You know? So I think that if you reject anything that comes out of you, then you might have an issue. Can y'all hear me? I know somebody said turn my phone. Can y'all see me? I hope y'all can see me, hear me. Hold on 1 second. Can y'all hear me now? I didn't know if y'all could hear me. Can y'all hear me? Oh, yay, we can hear you. So like I was saying, I just think that, that is a major problem. And that goes into marriage as well. I know sometimes our kids find these other mates and you be like, what the hell? But it's really for you to stay out of your son's or your daughter's marriage. Oh, I'm sideways. I'm always sideways because I never charge the phone and it's always going dead. If that can answer. Let's see how long battery life I have. We'll see. Can you see me now? How am I now? Am I upright or... I usually do it sideways. I can't believe... Okay. Thanks. So like I said, I think that, when it comes to marriage, going into another topic, leave your kids alone. Unless you notice that they have an abusive lover. I mean, you have to stay out of it. These moms, listen, let me tell y'all, I'm a girl at heart, and I'll always be a woman, so we're not going to play on words. But let me tell you, some of y'all mothers are fucking your sons up for the women that have to deal with them. I'm going to get to the gay marriage because Kim Davis is the whole reason of my topic, which is to marry or not to marry. Okay? Let me do my intro. I'm sorry. Welcome to the Conservative Whore. I am Noella Faye. I'm glad you guys is tuned in. I want to say thank you to all my followers because you know what? I have a problem with consistency. But the thing that I like Periscope is even when I'm not here, you guys are here giving me hearts, replaying my stuff. You're hitting me up on emails, and I like that interaction. It doesn't even matter really if nobody else knows that people are emailing me or commenting or sending me little, what do you call them, emojis? I really like all that stuff. It really lets me know that there is people out there that are going through this or that are in these situations and they want some information or they want somebody to talk to. Shout out to So Free Wisdom. We were going back and forth online and she was like, oh, she wants to be a therapist. As people in media, you don't know that you're already a therapist. I know you want to get licensed, boo, and it's going to happen because you're awesome and the stars are going to line up for you. But I'm a therapist. I went to school for psychology. I got my degree in it. I don't choose to go around and use it and tell people because sometimes you don't know who you're going to encounter that might need somebody to talk to. So that's what I'm here for, to run my mouth. Yay! So, marriage. All right, gay marriage. Listen, I don't care who you marry. But remember, I think the whole reason we're put on earth is to make other people, make babies, create, however you want to say. So keep in mind that Two people can't create another person. You might can adopt, and there are a lot of kids that need adoption. So that's always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get on here and bash anyone, but I think that long term, when I think about it, it is to have children. That is why we are here, to make plenty of the land and to make more babies. If you feel comfortable laying down, me personally, I have dwelled in same sex, but I need a man. I want to wake up to a man. I like men. So it's just your choice. Sometimes we have to remember, marriage is not all about sex. A lot of people intermingle the two. You guys have to think, there are a lot of people that can't have sex, that don't have feelings, that just can't be active sexually. So what does that mean? They can't ever be married because they can't perform sexually? So marriage is just not about sex. And this is why you have mistresses, okay? Because marriage, you're not getting married based on your sexual, what's the word? What you can do sexually, your sexual performance. I hope you guys aren't getting married for that. I mean, I have had some emails to say, basically, I'm cheating because I'm not satisfied. Well, that's your fault, because I'm pretty sure before you got married, if you had sex before, you knew that his stamina wasn't going to change. If he was 2 minutes in 2014, he'll probably be 2 minutes in 2016. What y'all might need to do is do some exercises. Y'all might need to that's a way of y'all getting close. You have to remember, marriage is supposed to be built on communication alone. It doesn't matter what you got married for, when you got married, as long as you and your spouse know the reasoning for it, that's what makes the marriage work. I'm sorry to tell y'all, it's not your pastor. It's not your pastor. Because your pastor might believe in some things that might not fit into your marriage. You understand what I'm saying? It's not your mama. Y'all women kill me going to your mama. Some of y'all mamas not even married. So how the hell you going to your mom for advice? She's not married. You are. So if anything, she might need to get advice from you. Sorry if you didn't want to hear that today, but you did. Stop going to unmarried people to get married advice. Plain and simple. Yes, you can get advice from me because I've been married and I'm still married. No, Ella, what? Yes, I say it all the time. I'm married and happily separated. I've been a mistress, I've been a side chick. I found out I was a jump off too. I mean, I've been all those and been married at the same time. So I think I'm a viable source if nobody else does. Gay marriage is a very, very touchy subject. And we have Miss Kim Davis. Is she a savior? Is she really going by laws? I see a lot of people are targeting her own marriage life. Now, I mean, we can't put it this way. I think that if you open up a can of worms, you should be ready to fish. I think for her stating that she could not do, it's very simple. If she can't do it, then she might need to find another job, because maybe that job goes against whatever faith she believes in. That's all I'm saying. If that's the case, if it goes against your faith, you might need to get rid of that job entirety, because the world is changing. For whatever reason, however it went to, we can't curse on TV to now, to seeing the stuff that we see on TV today, I don't know. Like, I don't even want my kids watching TV, like, for real, for real. I mean, I think it's probably some type of abuse if I don't really know. So he does get to engage in a little bit of TV, but TV is just going way over the top. I mean, granted, I want to be on TV, I think. I don't really know. I think I just like Periscope. So, getting back to marriage, like I said, I think that she needed to be very careful. I think it's so simple as her getting another job. Maybe she's in the courthouse, and it seems like she's been there a pretty long time. If anybody knows that works in the government, you can switch. You can get another job. I mean, so if that's not working for her, then that's what she needs to do. It's very unfair for her to sit in her position and be judge and God. That's how I feel. I don't feel there's anything wrong with marrying anything. If you want to marry a cow, that's fine, but know what to expect. I mean, you're not going to be able to get much going on. You feel what I'm saying? It's just common sense. A lot of us don't have common sense. We can be book smart. Some of us think that we are street smart. But some of us aren't common sense, like logical 1 + 1 = 2. If you weren't happy over 5 years, and then you guys say you're going to work on it, and within this year of working on it, you guys decide to get married, right? The first thing is your problems solved? A lot of men get forced into these marriages by these nagging ass bitches. Oh, let me just marry her because she got 10 kids by me and whatever, whatever. Listen, if you allowed yourself to lay down and have 10 kids by somebody and y'all not married, you are stupid. Sorry, stupid is as stupid does. There's no way in your mind you might think that's okay. And let me say this. Let it be okay with you. I'm just saying for me, I would have to have had that man probably after the 4th child. Look, you're going to have to put a ring on me because ain't nobody really looking at me. I mean, I have seen somebody with a lot of kids and get a man and none of them belong to him. Kudos to those men that step up in that sense and become a dad to numerous children. Jesus Christmas. Whew. I'd be amazed. I mean, this charity that some people do, I'd really be amazed. I mean, some people do it really because they love that person. I mean, that's excellent. I mean, you know, I'm in the category. I ain't got to, but I ain't finding nobody to really, you know. I'm just saying. I always talk about in a lot of my little videos about putting yourself in titles. Listen. If you don't have a ring, you're not a fiance, yo. And you need to stop calling his mama your mother-in-law. Because guess what? That dude might have 20 other bitches trapped into the house that call him his mother-in-law too. His mother-in-law too. Y'all have to stop that. Especially if he's not showing you that you're worthy. Did y'all hear that? I didn't say not that y'all thinking y'all worthy. He has to show you that you're worthy to be his wife. Some of us, we just want it so fast, and we don't really know. You know, this is why dating is very important, especially in the black community. We refuse to date. We meet, have sex, in a relationship, have a baby, and that's just it. I was at the diner the other day, and it was like a group of Caucasian. It was 2 males and 2 females, and it was funny because I was being nosy, and I heard the conversation very simple, and John was making a joke, oh, you fucked Ed, but my dick is bigger. Black people cannot sit around and do that, okay? Lil Tim, Peanut, is not sitting with Shaniqua and Shauna talking about who did who, and it's not going to be cordial like that. Is it right? I think it's a part of being mature. I think it's a part of growing because everybody you fuck, you can't get attached to. Everybody you fuck or everybody you have sexual encounter with, that's just what it is. It doesn't mean y'all gonna be together or any of that. Okay? Marriage, to marry or not to marry. No, Ella, what are you saying? Don't get married to my fiance in 15 years? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying make sure that you know the basics about your man. You know, some people can be together like 20 years and don't know shit about their spouse. Sometimes 20 years can mean 15 years they weren't together and 5 years they just getting back. I guess that's the glorious thing about marriage because you have time and you should be using that time wisely. Every day is a new day to get to know your partner, okay? For you men and women that think that you're just supposed to get married and then, that's it. You're just going to go into this role of going to work, being a husband or being a wife. If you have kids, take care of the kids, then we're going to go to bed, whatever. Nola Faye says you are a perfect person to get cheated on. I'm sorry to break the news to y'all. This is what happens. I know last time we discussed something so minor as why do men cheat? Because you're boring, that's why. Because you don't read books, that's why. Because you think your twat is magical, okay? 4, because you're light-skinned. A lot of people are still in this complex stage. I was with a young lady today, and it was very, very strange. Trying to sell my book, and her thing was, yeah, well, you know, I'm married, but my husband, I know he's not going to cheat on me because I'm light-skinned. Red cup. What the hell does light skin have to do with you not being cheated on? You guys have to get out of your head that you know the reasons why your mate isn't going to go anywhere, okay? People that have eaten shrimp all of their lives sometimes wake up one day and are allergic to the goddamn shrimp to the point to where they're about to die. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing is guaranteed forever. The only thing that is guaranteed forever is space and time. Infinity, eternity, which has no numbers, okay? It has no value. It has no numerical value to it. Nothing is guaranteed in life except for death. So you guys have to take that with a grain of salt. Stop thinking because, I don't know, you was Miss USA in 1984 that he can't wake up and decide that looks are no longer on his agenda. Why are looks are no longer on his agenda? Because for 5 years he's been eating motherfucking TV dinners, okay, that you think. Because please believe, no man on earth is going to be married and continue to eat frozen dinners when he has a woman at home. Especially if there's a woman at home, you bitches that sit home all day, you are very, very lucky. And I don't understand why you bitches that sit home all day can't cook your man a meal. I'm saying this because I've dealt with men that they just want a meal. Like I said, you guys get it really fucked up. Sex is not the only thing that's involved with people cheating, okay? Like I said, I've had somebody that liked the fact that I read books. They want to just be on the phone or be in my presence while I read a book to them. Something so simple. I'm getting to go on trips with my girlfriend because I read books. But you still, at your crib, telling your homegirls, he ain't going nowhere because you light skinned. I mean, give it to God. What can I say? Give it to God. There's still a lot going on in the news, right? I mean, can somebody shout out Obama for, as we're talking about cheating and that's just the thing, can somebody shout out Obama because he hasn't had any type of, in these years, he hasn't had any type of anything go on. You know, no type of, except for the weed thing, but shit, I think everybody smokes weed. So, big ups to the president. If I don't big him up on anything else, I will say for staying drama-free, you know, black families staying drama-free in the White House. Yay. I always have people that I want to shout out. Christina, Deidre, Ashley, so many. I can't remember. That support me, Tia. Thanks. Shout out just to everybody. I can't remember Facebook names, so or Instagram names because they're so long. So that's what that is. Did it rain everywhere? It rained here in NYC and it felt pretty good. So like I said, you guys know I am the Conservative Whore. I'm everywhere. You can go to theconservativewhore.com and you can just check me out, see what I have going on. Y'all know I have this book, The Happy Mistress, right? I usually have it in front of me, but I didn't have it in front of me today. Do y'all have the book? The Happy Mistress, Secrets of Happy Mistress? No, Ella, what is the book about? The book is about being insanely happy while in a pretendship with another woman's husband. It is the guide for all mistresses. It is the Bible for all mistresses. Like, if you are a mistress right now dealing with a husband, this is what you should be reading. This is what you should be reading. If you are a guy dealing with a woman outside of your marriage, this is what you need to get her, okay? You need to get her this now so you can get her the other book for Christmas, okay? Because it'll be out real soon. So if you're a wife, you might just want to pick this up to see what the hell a bitch like me is talking about. I mean, don't take it as, oh, I'm married, I don't need to look at this book, da-da-da. Yes, you do, because this is coming from a married woman, okay? You want to have this book because you need to know how to handle yourself as a wife. You always need to know to check your husband first. Now, unless this is like your neighbor, and I have to say it, I know a lot of women that are dealing with their neighbor's husband. Y'all bitches better stop that bullshit. I know y'all, what is it, the haves and the haves not, or if it's loving you is wrong? Which one is it? Somebody tell me. Anybody know which one it is? I forgot. I used to watch all of them, but I can't keep up with them. I think it's if loving you was wrong. Is that the one with the neighbor and it's all messy? Stuff like that really happens. But like I said, you create, so it's a lot. I mean, and because things get so intense, you have that man that he's having troubles and it gets intense. And there are men that just fall into it. That's why this book is important for everybody, because men do get trapped up too. Men get trapped up to where they want their cake and they eat it too. This other woman is so good for them, but they do love their husband. That's another myth. Because he's cheating does not mean he does not love his husband. I said this last night. That was the topic of last night. Like, stop putting yourself in this high place. You don't know what you are. You don't know what's really going on. You don't know anything but what he tells you until you start really digging deep and investigating. And the only reason you need to investigate is why? Because you need to choose your battles wisely. As I say in the book, you're going to have plenty of opportunities to walk away from this situation. So this book is not a how to become a mistress or how to be a side chick, you know, because I told you guys, somebody said that this was like the super manual for side chicks. Well, it would be. The only thing is those side chicks, they are mistresses once that man is married. Now, and I'm not talking about because he's been with his girl for 17 years. I keep telling y'all, if y'all don't have no rings, it don't matter because he can get up and walk away at any time. That's why you shouldn't be doing no threesomes. You shouldn't be doing anything out of context that you don't want to feel bad afterwards. I think Steve Harvey or somebody was talking about it. Maybe on the Breakfast Club. Oh my God. Shout out to Choice FM. The Breakfast Club is following me. Yay. Hey, Charlamagne. Hey, Angel Yee. Hey, y'all. So, y'all have to stop doing that because what y'all do is y'all boost, and there's nothing wrong with boosting yourself up, but you want to make sure that you can keep yourself balanced. You know, keep yourself like on a level that is real. It is a pretendship, but you still have to keep a reality check within yourself. Okay? You have to be a very strong woman to tend to another woman's household. So there's a lot of wives that say, oh, no, she's just messing with my husband, this, that, and the third. Well, let me tell you something. She's taking on probably a chore or she's taking on some type of role that you didn't want to do as a wife. A lot of women get that, too. They get married and they stop wanting to be sexy or they stop doing whatever it is that got them married in the first place. So do men. You know, I just know a lot of men that don't take their women out. Why the hell don't you why don't you have date night with your wife? Everybody has a date night. There's a girl night, there's the children's night, there's a mama-daughter night, there's a father-daughter dinner or breakfast. Why the hell don't you take your spouse out? And women, it's not all about the men taking you out. As a wife, you can take your husband out. These are simple things that get y'all caught up. You ask me why men cheat. This is why, because these are little things. There's women, I don't like feet, and there's a lot of men too. I don't like feet. Well, guess what? You don't want to suck her toes, somebody else will. You don't want to rub his feet, somebody else will. My phone, I think, is going dead, so I just have to plug it up, y'all. So I might go sideways again for a little bit. I am sideways. But there's a lot of things that people just don't want to do because they feel that they've gotten this person and that's it. You guys need to keep it fresh and funky. I mean, after you get married, if you want to do the threesomes, fine. I mean, I hope your man or your woman doesn't leave you for the other person. That's horrible. You know. I think last night, too, we touched a little bit. Somebody was in my email about what I said last night about the independent woman breeding what's called the new nigga. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. You independent bitches have bred what's called the new nigga. That's right. You want to be so independent. You want to do everything. You don't want him to work. You don't want him to do whatever. You want to put him in your car, let him ride around all day, not let him be responsible. And then at some point, your grown woman kicks in and you can't do it no more. But now what you've done is you've left him out for all these single women to deal with it. Just like I said, mamas, stop doing that to your son. Give him some type of oomph. Okay? I have to think about moms that you just let your sons be slouches. What type of men are you dealing with? Raise your son to be men, not to stay boys. They're only your son. You can't want or expect him to have a healthy relationship if every relationship he's going to get in, he's going to act like a fucking child. Women, stop treating your men like boys. Stop saying that's my boyfriend. I see that all the time, and now I get it. Because you're giving him the label boy, right? So he acts like a boy, right? Fine. Grown men act like grown men. There are a lot of young boys. Let me tell y'all something about these young boys, okay? These young boys are giving a lot of you older men a run for your money for the simple fact that you guys have refused to stop learning. Y'all think y'all the bomb. Y'all still wearing do-rags and shit. And some of y'all don't even have a pair of shoes. No, Ella. I don't know why you would deal with a man that don't own a pair of shoes. That would just tell you about the level of his maturity. Just period. If he doesn't have a pair of slacks, he doesn't have a suit. I'm not talking about a gel suit. I'm talking about something that's tailored to fit his body that he is very secure and confident in. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. A lot of men don't have that, and a lot of men don't have women to push them there. That's another thing. If you are hood as shit and you have a man and you are letting him stay in the hood with a hood mentality, then you know what? You get what you deserve, because there's a bitch that's going to come and show him something different. There's more places than the hood, y'all. Once y'all start making it, I think the idea is to get out of what we call the hood, which is in fact nothing but your neighborhood you grew up in. I don't want to say hood is in ghetto and all that, because there's a lot of trailer parks. The trailer parks is worse than any hood that I've ever been in. Y'all ever been to a real trailer park down in the country? I don't think y'all have. But I am the author of The Happy Mistress. Secrets to Have a Happy Mistress. You can go onto Amazon, and of course, you can get the book. If you have Kindle, you can get it and share. I want y'all to share the book with people, okay? I know a lot of you girls have friends that are dealing with married men. You guys should be helping your friend out. You should be telling her, listen, bitch, I got a book for you to read. It's really, really good. So, like I said, some of the things we touched, just to go back over. Gay marriage is all right with me. I don't care. I think threesomes are fine as long as you're married and you're very secure. I don't think you should be doing threesomes if you're not secure. I don't care what you say. Negative thinking will beget negative actions. Did y'all hear that? Negative thinking will beget negative actions. I seen something on the internet today that said something like, you bitches will be prophets. And what they were saying was because a lot of these women all the time are telling their man that they're cheating, and they're not. But I guess if you keep saying they're cheating, they're going to cheat. Is that true? Do y'all believe that? Because I don't really know. I think that if a person's going to cheat, they're already going to be cheating, or they're already in their head. I mean, once a cheater, always a cheater. It's just like a liar. Once a liar, always a liar. Once a thief, always a thief. Regardless if you do it for good or bad, that's what you're going to do. I mean, it doesn't become you, and it's not what you are, but it's something that's a little bit of an ingredient in your makeup. Do I think you should deal with your children if they're gay, transgender? I think you should support your child in everything that you do. Rejecting anything that your child does means that you are rejecting you. I'm a stubborn person. I refuse to say that I have failed as a parent or as a human being. So anything my kids do, not saying they're right, but I'm going to accept it, because a lot of the things that they do, I've done. It's not parenting 101. You can go to the conservative on my YouTube. I might dash out and do something different. I hate bringing up the kids. It just seems kind of creepy during this broadcast. But anyway, it's 12:30, and I have to get out of here. I don't want to bore you guys or keep you too long. If you're married, do things that married people don't do. Did you hear me? If you're married in 2015, do things that married people haven't or don't do. You will keep your marriage. Pray together. Find a higher being. If you don't like God together. That's another thing. You guys got to stop marrying people that aren't compatible with you. If he is an atheist and you are a hell-bound Christian with your mama, your grandmama, everybody go to church, you have to balance that out. That is already going to cause some type of conflicts, okay? You want to make everybody happy. Yes, you do. But the most important thing is for you guys to be happy and for you to be happy as an individual. I am happy because I am Noella Faye, a.k.a. the Conservative Whore. WHORE stands for Working Hard on Riches and Egos, and that's what I'm doing in 2015 and beyond. I'm going to help other people. A lot of people I want to give a shout out real quick before I go. Home, chick, home, living, 3 more days. Y'all need your house dressed up. Y'all need to get together. Look, I have so many hairstylists on my roster. Like, I guess I'm going to do like a black business page on my Conservative 4 page, because there's so many businesses Shout out to my homie, my Facebook homie. I just met him, but he did open up a little restaurant across from St. Aug in Raleigh. I think that's great. Okay. Super Producer Manifest is also out in Raleigh. If you need any type of PR or booking or bookings or press for me, TiaHartPR@gmail.com. She will hook you up with anything no LFA, anything the conservative for. You might want to hook her up if you need your own PR services as well. She's doing a great job for me. Shout outs to Nikki Rich. If you guys don't know about Nikki Rich, just type that in. She's everywhere. Congrats on her big surprise. I don't know what it is, but congratulations on it. You're all over Facebook. You're really excited, so I'm excited too. Shout out to Paparazzi Ready out in LA. Who else can I shout out? I don't know. So I'm just going to do maybe 20 minutes of shout outs. I think that it's very important that we support black businesses. I think it's very important that we start to put back into our own communities. I think it's very, very important. I want to give a shout out to all the caseworkers, everybody that deals in social services that does not take their job lightly. To all the counselors that deal with crazy marriages. I want to give a shout out to all the fans that I have on Periscope, Instagram, and everything, because I am loving y'all. Like I said, even though I may be inconsistent, you guys are consistently watching out for me, looking out for me, emailing me, giving me more stuff to talk about, and I love it. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mistress Minutes on Periscope. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And tell married people they're welcome too. See y'all soon. It never wants to stop broadcasting for me.